Okay, Daniel here. So since Dwayne Johnson can't seem to stop bringing it up, let's address the whole issue with, Black Adam, Superman, all that. I did see the movie, and for what it wasn't bad. Now, I wasn't initially going to watch it for personal reasons, because honestly, I have some issues with the type of person that Dwayne Johnson has chosen to become. But that's neither here nor there. Focusing just on the movie and for what it was. Some of the things that worked against it was, for one, he severely overhyped it. Like, there was no way that movie was going to live up to the pressure that he put on it. And also, that brings a big part of, and the next point, his massive Hollywood ego. You know, I think when he first started, he was a lot more humble because he was just getting into the business. Now, he's always been hard work, and I'll give him that. And I had a lot of respect for him previously because he was such a hard worker. I lost a lot of that respect when it came to him, formally endorsing Biden, which to me basically said that he is no longer the people's champion, you know, and so quickly caving into, cancel culture and all that. I'll be kissing their feet to appease them when they decided to go after him. You know, he portrays himself as a stand-up kind of guy, but he buckled immediately. So it's that right there kind of showed me he was not the person that he tried to portray himself as. You know, Still a hard worker though. So ultimately, he has this massive Hollywood ego, and you can tell that for the fact that obviously he can't handle being rejected. He all but lost his crap for DC shutting him down, um, and he does this at a time when Hollywood egos are not very popular. People are kind of tired of that big, Hollywood thing. And Dwayne Johnson, it's like a second son coming out of him. So that right there really worked against him. Another thing that worked against the Black Adam movie is he bastardized the movie. Uh, and I say that because Black Adam is a villain. Some could say an anti hero to some degree, but flat out, he's done some pretty horrible things. But Dwayne Johnson refuses to be a villain because he always has to win. Again, that ego coming into play. So he completely changed the backstory and the dynamic. So basically, he could just be another hero, when Black Adam is not supposed to be. Now, this comes in sharp contrast to Henry Cavill, who actually left the Witcher series because they couldn't respect the source material. So, personally, I don't like the way he keeps grouping Henry Cavill in with him when they're very different. When it happened, Henry Cavill acknowledged it and he moved on with his career. He moved forward. He doesn't sit there complaining, trying to. I've seen articles about how Dwayne Johnson's trying to sue them and all kinds of ridiculous stuff. You know, so to keep dragging Henry Cavill through the mud with him just because he thinks it gives his argument more credence, all he's doing is making himself look worse. Um, yeah, it just makes me shake my head. Every project he becomes a part of, he takes over and just buries everything else in it because he can't stand not being the most important person in the room. And he did the same thing with Black Adam, making sure that nobody could shine brighter than him. And then he wonders, after, trying to take over different franchises and succeeding the vast majority of the time, why people don't want him in their projects. That's why. It's their projects, not his, and he can't seem to respect other people's boundaries when it comes to that. So anyway, I just made a quick video. Figured I hadn't put anything up in a while, so I do this. So, y'all have a good one. Bye.